Hello, and welcome to another challenge. As I said before, I am behind, so I'm working my way to finish some of the challenges that I missed. I received a booster shot and was not feeling well for a few days, and I was in the bed trying to recuperate. So, in today's challenge, I'm going to work on day 7, which is still in web exploitation, migration without security. And the story, the development team that handles GIF requests from children migrated over to a new technology stack. In doing so, they left their application vulnerable. Oh no! And Grinch Enterprises now controls access to the system. Fortunately, Grinch Enterprises forgot to patch the system, so you can use the same vulnerability to retrieve the GIF request for the student. So, let's start the machine, and I am also going to start the attack box because we're going to need that as well. Now, what is the learning objectives for this challenge? NoSQL, understanding what is a NoSQL database, why NoSQL injection, and how to bypass it in a login form. So, NoSQL is a non relational database that is short for non SQL and not only SQL. It is a data storing and data retrieving system. So, not non SQL or NoSQL is commonly used for big data and Internet of Things or IoT devices due to their powerful features such as fast queries, ease of use to developers, scaling, and flexible data structures. So, we're going to use the basic concepts for information gathering, enumeration, exploitation of NoSQL vulnerabilities. So, to understand NoSQL, we are going to be using MongoDB. There are various NoSQL databases such as Couchbase, Raven, DB. But as I said, we're going to use MongoDB, which is a free and popular document store NoSQL database, and similar to MySQL or Microsoft SQL. MongoDB consists of databases, tables, fields, but with different names. So a collection is similar to a table in MySQL. A document is similar to a row or a record, and a field is similar to a column. And the following graph shows a visual example of these terms using the advent of Cyber 3 that has two collections, a users and a roles. The users has two records, admin and users, and the documents are stored in a format called BSON, which supports JSON for document storage. Now, there are useful operators between Mongo and MySQL. So in Mongo, we use the ampersand and, which is equivalent to the and operator, not ampersand, excuse me, dollar sign and dollar sign or, which is equivalent to or in MySQL, and dollar sign EQ for equal, which is equivalent to the equal. Now, we can either interact with SSHing into the box or using the attack box. I'm going to use the attack box. So let's I'm going to open and let's see if this works. Okay, it says Mongo. Okay, it looks like I have to still SSH. Let me try SSHing to 10, 10, 145, 176. And the password is try hack. Oh, yes. Try hack me. Okay. Try hack me. Okay, I didn't type it correctly. Great. So let me type Mongo. Great. Now we're in Mongo. Here we're in the Mongo, as you can see. We're in MongoDB version 5.0.3, and it's working. Now, what we're going to do now, let's show databases to see what databases we have. So we have admin, config, flagdb, and local. Okay. And so now let's so if we want to use if we want to connect to a database, we can use the use command to connect to it. And then we can create two collections, name users and roles using the db.createCollections function. And that is doing that there. And next, so that is creating a table, which is similar to a table. So creating two tables, users and excuse me, roles. Next, we're going to add data or add roles, and that's what we're doing here. We're adding admin and user, and then we're finding we can find a user. So MongoDB automatically creates a unique ID for each row in the collection. And so so it creates a row in the collection. And then we can remove a row using the remove function, and then we can drop the table altogether. So we're going to remove the table function altogether. Now, NoSQL injection. So it is now that we have the basic commands for MongoDB and creating databases, collections, as well as the insert, update, and delete. We're going to talk about how to use this for vulnerable Mongo databases. So NoSQL injection is a web security vulnerability that allows the attacker to have control over the database. A NoSQL injection happens by sending queries via untrusted and unfiltered web application input, which leads to leaked unauthorized information. In addition, the attacker can use the NoSQL injection to perform various operations such as modifying data, escalating privileges, DOS attacks, and others. So denial of service attacks and others. So bypassing the login page. So we have a login page, and what we're going to do is first we're going to connect to the database and then look for a certain username, most times admin, because you want to log in as the administrator. And if it exists in the collection or exists in the database, then we have a valid entry, right? Because they exist. So the following query is used on our login page. So dbusers.find and then the query, or dbusers find one query. So in this case, it's saying, hey, see if the user admin and the password admin pass exists. And if it does, print it. Right? And, it's saying, hey, does the username admin with the password admin pass exist in this database? And NoSQL's like, oh yeah, here it is. Here's the ID of one, admin at tryhackme.labs, admin.pass. Now notice we added an extra S on admin pass, and it didn't return anything because it doesn't exist, right? Because it couldn't find it. So we have some operators: equals, not equals, greater than, where, exists, and regular expressions. And here's the Mongo website for more operators. I'll open it just in case if we need it. So here is saying, hey, do we have a username of admin and a password not equal to XYZ? And it's like, oh yeah, the username is admin and your password is admin pass. And so it printed it because the password is not equal to XYZ. The password is admin pass. So that's true. So now let's say we had, we said, hey, I want the user that's not equal to admin and the password that's not equal to XYZ either. And the database is like, NoSQL's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I found it. I found that for you. The user is user and the password is password1 exclamation point. Because we said the username is not equal to admin. So yeah, we had two records, remember? We had admin and we had user. So not equal to admin, that means the other one we could choose from is user. And then the password is not equal to XYZ. Well, that's true because the password is password1 exclamation point. So to exploit NoSQL injection, you need to find an entry point that doesn't sanitize the input, and you need to understand how the application passes the request to the database. So once you find the entry point, then you need to figure out how the application accepts the input. This can be through a GET or POST request. And then you need to see if it accepts a JSON object and if it uses an API. So we have an example here using a URL. So as you can see here, we have a URL where we have the admin and we're saying the role is not equal to user. So now we have injected the MongoDB operator not equal inside the role. So essentially it's going to print anything that's not the user. So in our case, it's if it's the admin and admin and user, well, it's going to print admin. So now there's a playground to actually search for specific users with a specific role to perform NoSQL injection. So need to bypass the login page, So there's a normal case with the username of Ben and the role of user, and then um, it returns the expected result. Now we need to inject MongoDB operator, and then we're going to say not equal to Ben and a user and a role of user, and it will return many records that satisfies the query. And we need to find all of the usernames that have the guest roles. Okay, so now we need to interact. Now we need to go to the questions. Interact with the MongoDB server to find the flag. What is the flag? Okay, so let's show databases. So let's say use flag DB. Okay, use flag DB and okay. Let's see. Okay, because I want to show the collection. Let's see. Okay, so let's say show. Hmm. Okay. Show collections. db.flag collect. Dot. Let's see. No. Okay. So, uh, find. Okay. So that's what it was. Okay. So it was a long way. So, and I had to get some help because it wasn't shown here. This is my first time using MongoDB, so bear with me. So, use the use command and then show collections because I needed to see what tables, and then I used the find command, and so this is the flag here. Okay. We discussed how to bypass login pages as an admin. Can you log into the application that Grinch Enterprises controls as admin and retrieve the flag? Use the knowledge given in Advent of Cyber Day 4 to set up and run Burp Suite Proxy to intercept the HTTP request for the login page, then modify the post parameter. So let's. Okay. So I'm going to open. Okay. Burp. Okay, next. Start. Okay, while that's going, I'm going to go to preferences because I need to configure. Uh, close that. Close the capturing for right now. Go minimize that. Go to settings, manual proxy, and change it to 127.0.0.1 and port 8080. And that matches proxy options 127.0.0.1 8080. Thought I already had this open. Yeah, I did. Okay. So if I go What? Yeah. Okay. So if I say HTTP, HTTP 10.10.145 176. Okay. HTTP 10.10.145 176. I had too many T's. Okay. I'm waiting for the attack box. Let's see if I can. Ten, 145 176, and I'm connected. Yeah. 145 176. Okay. So that worked. I don't know what is going on. Oh, I know what it is. It is my intercept is on. Duh. The intercept is on, so it's waiting. Let me forward, let me forward, let me forward, let me forward, let me. I'm just trying to intercept off. And let me go back here. And yeah, it's here. Okay. Intercept is on. I forgot. I turned it back on. Okay. Did I turn intercept on? I did. Okay. So now I'm going to say admin, admin. So now it's waiting. And now I am going to add, let's see, not equal to admin. Let's see. Because I don't think the Grinch is going to have his password set to admin. I think he's going to have it set to something else. So let's forward. Oh, yeah. Looks like we're in. Okay. And we're in. Okay. Once you are logged in, use the gift search page to list all usernames that have guest roles. What is the flag? So let me go back and search. I'm gonna say bin. Okay. So now I'm going to say enroll equal, because we want all the rows equal to guest. Did I go to the right one? Okay. Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, username not equal to bin and role equal to guest. Okay. Use the gift search page to perform NoSQL injection and retrieve the McSkitty record. What is the details record? Okay. Okay. So I'm going to say, because I need to see what role. I'm going to say user. John's a user. Viola, admin. Okay. Use and retrieve the McSkitty record. So, hold on. Am I in the right section? Yeah. Search. Okay, that's flag. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, McSkitty. It's saying username not found. So let's see if we do McSkitty and not equal to user. He's an admin. Or she's an admin. And we have successfully solved this challenge. So it was very interesting. I like it because I have always wanted to play with NoSQL databases and Mongo, and I really never had the chance. So this was cool. And I hope you liked it. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.